this is Sunniva.
And this is Johannes.
And you are watching Board Gaming Ramblings.
And today we are looking back at our top 10 lists from 2019.
Woohoo!
I think time is flying by. Like 2019 doesn't seem that long ago, but it was like 6 years. It's 6 years ago.
And it's long enough that I couldn't really think back and be like, oh, that's the year which these games came out. So I thought it was really fun to go back and look at what games we played.
Yeah.
Because it was a good year for gaming.
Yes.
There was also a lot of good games on that list where just that's not fond memories of that game.
Yeah, so many games I even forgot that existed, but that's gonna happen. You play as many games. We didn't play as many games back then as we do now. I'm gonna check. Cheating. We played 194 games from 2019. 2019. That is 2039. 2019 we played 194 games, which is not that much. It's a lot for most people, normal people who play board games, but we are not normal. We're from Norway. And if you like Norway, you can
Subscribe?
Yes. Cool.
To Norway.
No, to the channel.
Oh, yes.
You cannot subscribe to Norway. Are you ready?
Yes.
What we're going to do, we're going to do as we did in the last video. If you didn't saw that, go and watch it. But we're going to tell you anyways. We're going to go through the top 10 lists from 2019, talking a bit about different picks, and you will see clips from that old video for your entertainment purposes. And I think
also informational.
I think we've gotten better at doing videos from that.
I agree.
Now. And also, we're gonna at the end do our list as it would have been now.
Yeah.
Basically not looking at 2019 as how would I make it back then, but looking at all the games we played, because some we played later, some was not there for a reason or another, and do a new top 10.
Yes.
So it's a two things in one, a fun thing. Are you ready?
Yeah.
You can begin.
I can begin.
On your number 10.
My number 10 from 2019
is your favorite game of all time.
2019. I'm not too keen on this game anymore, and that is Barrage. And this might come as a surprise to you that I put Barrage as my number 10 in 2019.
It was a big surprise. When I prepared for this video,
yes,
in the document in front of us, it says what? In big letters.
Yeah.
And a lot of question marks after that, because I knew you didn't like this game.
Yes, I've tried to cull the game after that.
So did you lie back then?
No, well, kind of. Because Barrage is a really... I really appreciate Barrage for the game that it is. It's a really solid game. It's just not... I don't want to play it.
I'm going to just place this here then, and you get no water.
Yes.
That happened.
Yeah, that
I did
happened.
that with you, and you were not happy.
I was no one happy. It's kind of like the card game Phoenix that we also really enjoyed.
Yes.
Well, I thought it was really good, but it's not my taste.
Yes.
And so sometimes I put my idea of how I should feel about the game over how I actually feel about the game. And I think that's what happened in 2019.
Yeah, I will say that this list, I think the closer we get when we revisit these videos, the closer we get to the present. It not like Christmas presents, but in time. It will be less and less changes.
Oh yeah.
Because I felt 2018 had way more changes than I felt this list had.
I have a lot of changes.
Okay, that's cool.
Yes.
But for my list, there was less things to change out. I'm very excited for your list.
Yeah.
My number 10 was Paladins of the West Kingdom. I haven't played this since 2019. I enjoyed it. I remember it being Orleans style. I kind of want to play it again. I think we have an expansion somewhere for it that somebody says is good. I think we do. We have something for architects, because I kept all of the three, even though I didn't like the last one that much. Viscounts, because we have this expansion where you can play all of them in a row. I don't know when we're going to do that, but I would like to do it.
I was kind of lukewarm on because it's very, very multiple layer solitary.
Which you always hate.
I don't. My number 9 is Edge of Darkness, which we haven't played on Keeper Call yet, so I don't think we played it since 2019.
We haven't. Cool,
you did have this in your
this is so high for you.
Yeah, it is.
I was okay, you didn't have it there, you don't have it on your list.
Yeah, because I remember, I think back to the games before Essen. That's 2 eras for me right now, before and after Essen.
Yeah.
And I really want to play it because
Yes.
I'm not sure how I feel about it. I think the mechanism, like the card building,
Yeah.
is really cool. It's so unique, but that's a big box.
And it
I
has
don't
this,
know if it will be a keep.
and has this cube tower which you like fall down,
Yes.
and it's the cube tower where you like fall down like a cube tower. But it was like a very unique game, and it's like when we just recently got rid of a lot of games from our shelves, I was like, this was like I don't feel ready to get rid of
No.
it because I really want to play
I
it
want to
again.
play it again.
My number 9 was back then in 2019, Rurik Dawn of Kiev, which is a game I really liked. And now we don't own it anymore because I called it. I love the auction action planning phase of the game, and I don't anymore love the rest of the game. Because that mechanism, I would love seeing that in another game, but I
Right.
did not. I like that a lot, and the rest is also still good, but not enough for me to have it yet.
I agree. My number 8 from 2019 is also Rurik Dawn of Kiev.
Yes.
And I feel the same way. Minnows is a newer game that uses the same mechanism that is
In a different way.
in a different way, but it's kind of built on the same system, if I'm calling it that. It's a super interesting mechanism, but the game as a whole, not in love with it anymore.
My number 8 was Imperial Settlers, Empires of the North. And I really like this game. I would not be sad to still have this game. I played this game many times. I really like Imperial Settlers. And Imperial Settlers, Empires of the North was just a better version for me of Imperial Settlers. With easier ways to get like your combos going with cool. It's a very cool card game. Like this is based on back of 51st State, which I only played a couple of times, but I really think this is a great game. And I love it, and I want to play it more, and we're gonna get the expansions even though you don't love it, so I can play it with somebody else, or with you if you
I don't-
feel in a good mood someday.
I don't love it, but it's an enjoyable game. I like this better than the original game, but
Imperial Settlers,
they're
yeah.
so different, so
Yeah.
you can own them both easily.
Yeah. You can,
If
but I would
you
buy
want
this.
to, yeah.
When I think about it, like I would like to play that again, but like almost every single other game that it's not like at the top tier of the top tier, I'm never gonna be sitting down and being like, oh, I'm sad I don't have it.
Yeah.
If somebody owned it and I want to play it, I would play it because it's a great game.
So I think the reason we don't have it is because I called it.
Because of you, yes.
And my number 7 is 50 Clues.
Yes.
And these are 3 escape room games. I'm gonna call it that.
Wow.
Yes. I really like this game. This is
In the top 10, like
Yeah.
really? Wow.
I really enjoy this game. It's puzzle solving at its finest. To this
The first
day,
one, yeah.
yes, like the tree first.
trilogy, yeah.
That's what I'm talking
That
about
is
now because those were released.
It could just be kind of, when you said 3 games, it could be like, because there's 3
Oh yes,
There's
I'm
kind
talking
of
about the first
3 boxes,
parts.
which is basically one game.
Yes. To this day, it's still those 3 like first chapters. I'm gonna call it are still one of the best puzzle solving escape rooms like experiences in board games that I have experienced to this day.
Yeah, it's very dark and gritty and not very family friendly.
not pleasant at all.
Game, but it's very, very good. And my number 7 was Glenmore 2.
Cool.
I really enjoy Glenmore, and I enjoy Glenmore more. So Glenmore
This
2, More is a really good game. It's not called that, it's called Glenmore 2 Chronicles. I think Glenmore 2, More would be really cool. Like, it's just more. Glenmore we played at a con, really liked it. Glenmore 2 is the same, just with more stuff. More expansions, more different things you can do. There's one expansion just like a hill that you place out and you can move up on it and you can look at
that's
the view.
true.
It is a lot of fun. I enjoyed it. It's very straightforward. I feel like we played it recently, but I think that was like 2020.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Yes, because I remember playing it. It's still on the shelf.
Yeah.
I would like to play it again.
Yes.
Because it's a fun one. It's like it's a tile drafting game where you always play behind like the patchwork. I'm going to call it patchwork. It's not from patchwork. But that's not like the first place it was, but like the patchwork queue mechanism. That's
Yeah.
where most people, that the widest net of people will probably know it from there. Not like the one from Glenmore 1, Glenmore
Well-
2, more. which we like to call it.
Even more.
Even more is the expansion.
Yes.
Glenmost.
That's the tree.
That's number Glenmore tree, most. Okay, but you're drafting tiles, and depending on the expansions you
What
play,
about the prelude, Glen just a little?
a little Glen.
The little Glen. I'm done
Glenmore,
now. I'm done now.
less Glen.
Yes.
More. Okay, but it's a great game, and I really liked it.
My number 6 is Pipeline,
Mm-hmm.
and this is a brain-melting game, and we still have it in our shelf. Also a heavy game.
Heavy.
Heavy Euro game. This is also, would you say worker placement or action selection here? I would maybe say action selection.
Yeah.
Because you only have one dude that you're moving around, and
Yeah,
you're
but
not
it is-
blocking anything.
No, but then again, Vignos, which we did on top 10 worker placement games.
Yeah, one of those genres, you get the idea.
You want to make a pipeline.
Yeah.
Therefore,
you
the name
do.
of the game. Really clever name.
So you want to build this network of
Pipes.
and you also want to drive your oil through
In a car.
convert your oil
Yeah,
from raw oil to refined oil.
Yeah. I like that my sentence now ended with pipeline. It's a game.
It's a game. You're not wrong.
No, I'm not.
And
I think we have an expansion. That
yes, we
played.
do. We haven't played it yet.
We should make a video about expansions.
Let's do it. Yes.
Yes,
Deal.
that's a topic that we're gonna do.
This could have been like a Lacerda game because you have this one worker that you move around and it's crazy tight and you have to get your engine going literally in this game, and you're cleverly building a network of pipes to produce and refine oil, and it's a really beautiful game and a really solid game as well.
Let's move on to something completely different, which is my number 6, Clank Legacy. It's a game about making sound.
It's a game about making sound. Oh yeah, okay. That took me a while.
It's Clank Legacy.
I thought you meant making it in real life.
We recently finished Clank Legacy 2, which was a great experience, but it couldn't reach the heights of Clank Legacy 1. Clank Legacy 1 has the funniest writing I have seen in a board game. I think that and Forgotten Waters are the most funny things in a board game. And I think Clank Legacy 1, the reason I don't like Clank. Just to make that clear, it's very weird because I don't like Pandemic, but I love Pandemic Legacy. I don't like Clank, but I love Clank Legacy.
Give us stickers and things that happens and these boxes and envelopes.
But it's it makes me care. I'm not big into, and this is even a competitive game, but I really just thoroughly enjoyed all the quirky characters, a weird story, everything that was going on was just making me happy, and I liked it. And I haven't played it since, obviously, because it's a legacy game.
My number 5 is Awkward Guests. And
that's awkward.
Yeah, that's awkward. Awkward Guests, just to say that, it is an amazing game. I love this game. Spoiler alert, it's not on my new list because it wasn't released originally in 2019, so I felt it was weird to include it.
Awkward.
Haha.
Yes. Yeah, it was originally released 2016.
Yes.
The English version was released in 2019.
Yes.
That's why we had it on this list.
Yeah, and I understand why I put it on the list back then. If I wouldn't include years, I would put it in the list now.
Yes.
But then I would have other problems with this list. Awkward Guess is an amazing game. Go check it out. It's a deduction game.
Yes, you said nothing about it. It's a deduction game.
It's good.
And it is our favorite deduction game.
Yes, it is.
And it's better with more players because a trading mechanism. Many deduction games are better with 2 or 3. And this is very relevant with 5 players. Really enjoy it. My number 5 is back to the heavy brain melting games, Cooper Island. It's a game about a dog.
Yeah, I know which one you're talking about.
It's Cooper Island.
It's Cooper.
It is, Cooper the dog. It isn't really about him. You just see him in the rulebook.
And it's the first
player marker.
Yeah.
So the dog changes owner.
Yeah, he's
okay,
not
go
really
to that
dog-like.
part of the island now. You can
He's
go
not loyal at all.
live with these guys if you
He's
want
your best
to.
friend if you go to a certain action space.
He will stay your best friend.
Yeah.
And if you don't, he will hate you and go to somebody else. We speak about this pretty often because it is a very nice. I think last Lewis Bacon spoke about it was in the worker placement list. Because it is a worker placement game, but you have so few workers and they're so hard to get anything done. One of the most unique things that you're building up this little island in 3D. And the higher the resources are, the more resources that it's worth. And you're trying to scrape by and get any points that you can, like 4. If you get like 15,
you're happy.
You're probably gonna win.
Yes. Feel like you're wasting like all your workers to get like 1 point. You worked so hard and you maybe get 1 point.
And that 1 point tastes so good when you
Yeah.
get it. It's like, yes, point! Some games it's like, oh, it's a few points, but here you're working hard for those points. And it is still one that this is what I think is going to be on the shelf forever.
Yes.
It's just like a very good, heavy Euro game that I really like.
Absolutely. My number 4 is Tainted Grail, and this is a campaign game that we played, the two of us.
Did we finish it?
No, we didn't. So
Shocker.
I understand that we made this list quite like close to us playing this, like having that experience.
I don't remember.
Or like
the same year.
Yeah, the same year. That's enough. And then when you have you're invested in this universe, this story, this environment, your character. Those games have a big impact on me because I really love those games. We have not played it since. It's not on my new list because of that.
Yeah. We have the 2.0 now, which like takes away some of the grinding.
Yes, I really want to play that.
And also the Kings of Ruin, which is a new version. But I kind of like, if you played both the new 2.0 and the Kings of Ruin, which should we play first?
Yeah.
Because I heard some people say that if you play Kings of Ruin first, it's going to be hard to go back.
Okay.
Because like even more streamlined. But because I really remember loving a Tainted Grail.
Yes.
Like I was put in jail in the beginning of the game. And I just had to be there for like an hour.
Yeah.
Like in real time, an hour. I had to say like, do I get out now? No, you don't. And just like memories like that.
Yeah, I was dying outside of jail, so I don't know if that was better.
My number 4 was Pipeline, which I still really like. We have the expansion. Really want to get that to the table with the expansion, without the expansion, and just want to play it again. Great game.
My number 3 is Clank Legacy for all of the reasons you said, basically.
You done?
Yeah, it's just a great game.
My number 3 was Tainted Grail for all the reasons you said. And this is the reason why all the top 10 lists gets faster and faster the earlier they get like the lower numbers. Tainted Grail, I already said about some of my memories from it, and it was so hard, but the story was great. I really want to go back to it, even though I didn't love the card playing mechanism you got into it, but I really like the story of that one. And if the new stuff, we have all the new stuff, the 2.0, like the new journals, the new rules, all of that, I really want to go back to that.
Yeah, my number 2 is Cooper Island, and as you said, this is a game that just like keep popping up on our top list. It's an amazing heavy game, and as you said, you are working so hard for so little, but it feels also very satisfying when you finally achieve your goal and at the end of the tunnel. So yeah, just really deserves this spot. My
number 2 was your number 10, which is Barrage. I really like Barrage, so I can't say like for all the reasons you had it on your number 10. I think Barrage is really, really fun. I think that it is mean. I think it's a very interactive Euro game. So it's more interactive than many other Euro games, and in ways that doesn't work for your brain.
Yeah.
I really want to play it again. We got some new expansions lately. Yay! I don't know why I backed them.
I didn't approve of this.
Especially you don't know any of the things I backed.
That's right.
Especially like the 2-player dual version of Barrage. That is going to be great to play. I have some people I can play it with. But that was my number 2. Before we go to number 1, you're going to see a clip. You hopefully seen some other clips, but you're going to see a clip, which is, I think, might be still kind of my favorite moments in the whole history of Board Gaming Ramblings.
Yeah.
Not to hype it up, because it might not be that fun if you weren't there back then, because there's some stuff leading up to it, but I still think it's fun enough to see it. So here you go. And I think then as we almost can do a lot of times, that we can just say number 1 in
unison.
Yeah,
but you can't.
What?
Because my number 1 is Orleo Store. I just had to. You're dying. crying right now.
So we can say it in unison.
Yes, we can.
Because if it was, my brain almost exploded there.
yeah.
Like, if that wouldn't be in your number one and it wasn't in your top 20.
But it was worth it just to see your expression.
Oh, wow. Yeah, you really got me there. Okay, so top game 2019 is Maracaibo.
Yeah, it was no surprise to us.
No, probably not to
No.
the viewers either after they
No.
watched the review.
But this was the first game we reviewed after Essen.
Yeah.
And after that, it just went downhill.
There was some ups and downs, but
Yeah.
it just went downhill. Just wanted to play it more. We have played it quite a few times, actually. Right now, I was stupid, so it is at the bottom of that Christmas tree.
Yeah,
So
we
can't
can't
play
play
it
it
until
again
after
for a
Christmas.
long time.
Because then the whole Christmas tree will fall down.
Cube
That would be
Island
sad.
is there too.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's not a super interesting story, better than all your stories, but it adds just these tiny little elements and just changes up every game enough to make it fresh every single time.
The theme is kind of bland, but I don't care.
I don't care.
I don't care.
We
It's
want
a
to
super
do
good.
strategy and have fun. We
Yeah.
don't care about theme.
And
I don't know what the theme is in this game.
yeah,
There's
right.
some disease and some
Yeah.
pirates and some doctor, and you try to get points.
Yeah.
So as you saw, our joint number one was not Orleo Stories, but Maracaibo.
Yeah, Maracaibo is an amazing game, and it just like from the first game we played Maracaibo, it was so obvious that okay, this is just like golden. This is going to be the top from this
Yeah.
year because it's just like everything just it was so good and it's one of those that still show up on top list because this holds up.
It needs to show up on this top list because this is a revisit, so it
It
could
would
not.
be sad if it
would be
didn't, and
weird
also
if-
a lie.
Yes, because it was the number one back then.
Yeah.
Now we're going to show you the top 10 games of 2019, how they would look today.
Yeah.
So we took the 194 games that we played that was from 2019 according to BGG, and we put them into our ranking systems some different ways, and now we have a new list.
Yeah.
Are you ready?
Yes.
We are probably not going to use as much time on that, but you will see how much time it is. You can actually just check out. If you just go under there and you can see how much is left of the video. And just under there also there's a button that says subscribe.
Yeah.
You can press it.
Just a friendly
It's very free.
tip.
It's very much free. Okay. Number 10.
Starting?
Yes,
Yes. My
always.
number 10 is Tiny Towns.
Okay.
Tiny Towns is a fun game. It's a bit mean and
Yes.
you can be like out of the game a little early. That kind of is not that fun. But when you're good at the game, like I feel that I am,
Yes.
it's a really fun puzzle game where you're trying to always be open for whatever resources your opponents throw your way because you're putting them into the grid in a different like pattern, and
Yeah.
when you you fulfill a recipe, you get to build a building in one of those spaces. You have to be really careful about how you place your cubes and resources to score the most points for your buildings, and also setting yourself to have a good foundation to building more after that. Super fun game.
My number 10 is a game I don't know why wasn't on the list last time. And it's Wingspan. Because we play that a lot.
Yeah.
And I checked, I was like, didn't we play that before? And we did. And it's a good game. I would guess. It might have been like a heavy game bias that I
Yeah.
sometimes have because
Yes.
I like the heavy games. And
I
also,
think that's why Barrage was on my list.
we played it early in the year.
Oh, yeah.
Like January,
makes
February.
sense.
And that also sometimes happen where you're just like, you play, but I played this recently, that is higher in my brain. So we always try to not make that happen. But we know we have biases and we know we have these kind of things. So that will happen. But I will try my best. Wingspan is great. You probably know all about it. So let's go to your number 9.
My number 9 is Scout. Scout is a clever card game, and
It's a ladder climbing shooting game.
I don't know if we played this before we made the list.
I'm unsure.
Because
I don't think we did.
I love this from the first. Play, you are having a hand of cards, and you're not allowed to change the order in your hand.
Like Bonanza.
Yes, so you're trying to play like in a row
Yes.
or the same, and you're trying to always then beat what your opponent has just played to get rid of your cards the fastest.
It's a great game. It's not my number 9.
No.
Do great transition.
Yes, you're so good.
My number 9 is Maracaibo.
Oh,
It fell
what?
a lot.
It has fallen!
It has fallen!
Explain.
Yes. If you put 2 words in front of it, you get the reason.
Yeah.
Pirates of.
Yes, absolutely. And I thought kind of the same thing, but Pirates of Maracaibo hasn't made Maracaibo worse.
I think it has. I think it doesn't it doesn't make the game worse, but it made it so if I go back and play Maracaibo, I'll probably have fun, but I would also think I could get 80% of the same feeling in 80% less time.
Interesting.
And that is basically the reason. I still like Maracaibo, but I don't know if we're gonna keep it.
No, we haven't played it
because we have an expansion.
Yes, we need to play it. My number 8 is Azul Summer Pavilion. And I was just like, why wasn't this on my list last time? Because I remember liking it a lot, but I just had a lot of other games that I really liked a lot also, that I don't like a lot now. But Azul Summer Pavilion is one of my favorite versions of Azul, because there's been quite a few now.
Yes.
And
800
versions, and it's Azul just in with another twist, and I think it's a fun puzzle, and we still have it in a collection.
We had played it. I just checked. We had played it before, so it was not because sometimes we haven't played a game before, but we got it at Spiel. That's what we did with all that Azul games.
Yeah, that's true.
My number 8 is...
Played it at the castle. No, we didn't.
My number 8 is Tainted Grail.
Yeah.
I still think Tainted Grail is a great game. All the remembers I have of it, but it has fallen a bit for me because of some of the things that I hope the new version makes better, but still a great game.
My number 7 is Marco Polo 2. And I was thinking oh, why wasn't this on the list last? Because we hadn't played it. Yeah. I'm very sure. And when we played Marco Polo 2, I was just like, okay, I need to play number 1 again.
Yeah.
Because we don't need them both. I need to kill one of them. Then
we had not played it.
No. And then we ended up we kept both of them.
Yes.
Because I can't decide which one is better, and they're both really good. I think the dice mechanism is really solid, and the way that you're scraping by for both points and coins and also resources to try to deliver the right things to the right places is really... I just want to play it again.
Yes, and it was good. Your game was Marco Polo 2, because my number 7 is Glenmore 2. So it's a great transition because both have a number 2 in their name. And we spoke about it already. If you skip to this part of the video, go back. We speak about more games there. Go back. Now, we'll just watch this. You decide, it's your time.
My number 6 is The Magnificent, and this is a fun dice drafting game.
It's good you added it was fun, because because people would not understand it.
I like to describe it.
I'm just kidding. It's a boring dice placement game.
It's so boring. That's why it's my number 6. You're drafting dice, and the dice have different colors, and the value of the dice decide how good the action is going to be. So you want to draft the higher numbers, probably, but also you want to, if you get more dice of the same color, you get to add them together, and you're building these Tetramino pieces into a grid, and you're trying to pick the best moment to do a show, because you have a circus. I haven't seen too many games that remind me of The Magnificent. It feels kind of unique. And that's why it's on my list now. I don't know why it wasn't in 2019.
Very unique also in the way that it has very few actions.
Yes.
It has 3 different actions to choose from, and the timing is so interesting, and it's a great game. My number 6 is a game that probably a lot of you have never heard about, called Electropolis.
Yeah.
Electropolis is a great game. One of my favorite city building games. You're drafting tiles, and the earlier you go, the more or less times, I don't remember, but basically the order also tells you how many times you can take. I think you take less tiles in the beginning, so you get to choose to go first. You get the ones you need, but if you have a bit of luck in the end, you can get a lot of tiles, but you can also then end up getting negative tiles. And you place them out on your grid, trying to have specific things adjacent to each other, like in every kind of city building game. A lighter game, but a very, very fun one that I highly recommend to check out if you want a different kind of experience with a lot of meat, even though it's not that heavy.
Yeah, I talked about this game recently with Candice from the Board Game Podcast, and it's so fun, and you could really be in a tight spot when you draft those tiles because you can get stuff you don't need, and also the cards that you have decide where you get to place them. So you could be like, I need those tiles, but I can't place them in this area.
That's true.
It's so clever. My number 5 is Pipeline. It's super solid game for the reasons that I've talked about.
My number 5 is The Magnificent that you talked about. I had the same question. I don't know why it wasn't here.
I don't know.
It is a really good game. I really like it even better with the expansion. Highly recommend it. Great game. Go, next game.
My number 4 is 50 Clues.
Yes.
And it's still super solid, and I think it really deserves attention and a spot on this list.
The first one.
The first one. It does not count. I think that's the best one.
Yes.
It goes downhill from there.
I think the first one was best.
Yeah.
The second one was the worst, and the third one is the middle.
Yes.
My turn.
Yeah.
My number 4 is Barrage. For all the reasons I just spoke about earlier in the video, go back and watch it if you already skipped this part.
My number 3 is Clank Legacy. Even though it's a long time ago, and yes, the other like legacy campaign games from that year has fallen off the list, that still holds a fun memory for me, and it was a really fun experience.
Yeah, still one of my favorite legacy games. Maybe it is my favorite legacy game. My number 3 is Pipeline, for the reasons.
For the reasons. My number 2 is Maracaibo. I still think, for the reasons, I think it hasn't fallen. Well, I can't really decide that my memory of it before I play it again, after we played Pirates of Maracaibo, is still super good.
My number 2 is Clank Legacy. This is all for memories, because I haven't played it obviously because it's a legacy game, but the memories of that game, as we already said, is really good, and it's a fantastic game. If you like Clank and you like legacy stuff, you should get this. If you don't like Clank, you should get this because it's great. There's only one more game.
Yeah.
What is it?
It's Orleo Stories. Well, I can't really. Yeah, I have to do it.
Yes.
Yes.
What is your actual number 1?
It is Cooper Island.
And mine is 1.
I would be shocked if it wasn't.
Yes. Oh, sorry. So, as always, when we get to the top of these lists, we can just say the name.
I don't think we can like...
Count from 3 to 1 and say the name. You think we can?
No, we can't.
What?
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 Because it's Humboldt's Great Voyage.
Oh, that's a horrible game.
Yes.
It's Cooper Island. That's number 1 for the reasons.
Yes, the
reasons are the best. If you like reasons, not raisins. I'm not that big fan of that. Do you like raisins?
Nah,
I think
they're okay.
I think they're good to eat by themselves. I don't like them in other food.
Yes.
So, not for raisins, but for reasons, you can subscribe.
Yes.
How much does it cost?
0.
Because we're trying to get to 1 million subscribers this year. So if you can help us out, get to that number, that would be amazing.
All I can think about is there a raisin YouTube channel?
Yes.
And can you have like a raisin delivery subscription? That would be interesting.
I don't know.
In none of those things.
No, that's true. But this is the end of this video.
Yes.
That you would be interested in.
Yes.
And probably you are because you watched it. What is your favorite games from 2019? Please let us know in the comments because we like that. And also like it because that helps on YouTube. Thank you for watching. I'm Johannes.
I'm Senua.
And you've been watching Board Gaming Ramblings, and bye-bye.